about that. Facebook just booted me. It just killed my stream and I went to go type in the comments. I don't know why, but it did. So I'm just not going to type. I will scroll and read your comments. But for some reason, as I said, I was typing in Sata Nama and then it just killed the comments. So take two. Electronics have been very glitchy for the last few days. So if you guys have had electronic problems, you're not alone. Just so you know, it is the energy that's happening right now. And it is just, I know, no, it wasn't. I started to type the Sata Nama for you guys, and then it went all glitchy mode. So you know what I'll do? I'll write it down, and I'm not going to touch anything on my mouse because that was the weirdest thing. All of a sudden, it just killed my feed. I just wrote it wrong on my piece of paper. So one more time. Isn't this funny? This is where you have to go with the flow. Like, life is what it is. Like, why get upset about it? So as I was saying, when your head is busy, when your ego has kicked in, then you need to breathe in and breathe out on a count of 8. So in breath 8, out breath 8, right? When you're inhaling, think the word, and you're going to do it twice. Sa, ta, na, ma on the inhale, and do it twice. So it's sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, and exhale, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. So the reason that I told you guys to do this, because the whole last stream got deleted, right? The whole reason I'm telling you to do this is when your head kicks in, when your ego kicks in, you need to give it a focus point, and that will activate for you your own inner peace. If you will just stop doing whatever you're doing, stop thinking about the past, stop tripping about the future, get back into the now moment, go into meditation. If you can't sit on the floor in lotus position, sit in a chair, right? Touch fingers, index finger to your thumb, and take some deep, slow breaths, and then start your count. Inhale 8 counts to Sata Nama, Sata Nama, and then exhale Sata Nama, Sata Nama. The whole point to this is to give your head someplace to focus, and also to get your central nervous system to calm down. The reason that your head is getting kicked in is because your ego is activated, and the more you focus on what you're afraid of, might happen either in the future, or this thing that happened in the past, and here, let me just rehash it a few times, is because your ego's in control. And you actually feed your ego when you give it that voice and a stage for no reason. Everything you deserve, if you want it to manifest into your life, everything you desire and everything you deserve is on the other side of fear. It's on the other side of your past. You have to raise your emotional vibration. And then, like I was saying in the last live stream, a lot of people have been contacting me today and saying like they can't think straight, or their thoughts are all over the place, or their body energy just feels off. So if it's doing that, rather than, especially if you're an empath and you're just riding that wave, rather than just riding that wave, redirect. Choose, take control of your thoughts, take control of your ego. If you have to dump all of your thoughts on a piece of paper, go ahead and then go sit down and do some meditation. Once you get through doing, enough breaths where it's just now you're able to focus only on the Sata Nama, and your head's actually quieted down. There's no more, I should get up and go check the laundry, or I wonder if I have any messages on Facebook. Once there's none of that, and you've hit that place in your meditation, then just sit and just breathe. Focus on just your breathing. See what images come up. But if your head starts to wander again, start the Sata Nama again. If that's too hard to remember, Sat, like S-A-T, Nam, N-A-M, Sat, Nam, right? You can go over and over again with that, or a slow in-breath, Sat, out-breath, Nam. Give your head something to focus on. And then you get to start to control your energy. You want to bring your body back to a place of peace, bring your emotions back to a place of peace. Right now, it's super important that we use our tools, right? It's great when we learn new methods. Those of you who've taken my classes or you've gotten sessions with me, private one-on-one sessions, thank you, Terry, with me, you guys know, like you've learned all kinds of different tools, whether you've taken the empath class, right? If you're one of the recent people that took up the deal for Soul Fast for $27 and the empath class for an additional 20, you've been given a ton of tools to control your empath abilities, to begin to really like shield in your own, learn the difference between your energy and other people. And if you're in Soul Fast, you've taken it even a step farther of identifying that's ego. This is my true self. But here's the thing, you don't want to get addicted to these methods. Like, you don't want to get addicted to learning. The only reason I keep coming on here for you guys is to remind you, right? To give you spiritual food. Also, to give you some mental knowledge so that you understand where to go with all of your thoughts, and so that you can remember that you are in fact a powerful being. That's why I come on here, to remind you and to teach you these things, and to feed your soul, right? This is what I'm here for, to change your life in such a way, but through the art of giving you tools and teachings that you can chew on, you can digest. And I spoon feed you guys things, but you don't want to get addicted to learning the methods and never applying it, right? That would be like me talking about eating healthy, and watching like the Food Channel of how to cook healthy, or I don't know if they even have that stuff on the Food Channel. I don't watch that much TV, but watching a cooking program, or even going to a cooking class for healthy eating, and then never buying the groceries or eating the healthy stuff, still going out to McDonald's. Like, what's the point, right? If you want to change your life, you actually have to apply what you've learned, apply the methods, apply the tools to your life on a daily basis. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. And right now, because the energy is so heightened, and now we have the moon in Pisces right now, Neptune in its home sign of Pisces, double dose of that imagination and that daydreamy quality, right? Pisces sometimes can be very wishy-washy, right? The sign of Pisces, they're two fish swimming in opposite directions. So there's like a conflict or a battle. It's not just a smooth flow forward. And because it's a very emotional sign, it's a water sign, it can cause us to feel very conflicting emotions. And then the moment your head gets kicked into it, why am I feeling this? You start to apply it to something in your life that maybe there was nothing wrong really, but you have to give some meaning to this feeling. Now you spin yourself into a place of anxiety, which is never a good place to go. It's way too confusing. Yes, the ear ringing is cranked right now. Darlene, you're absolutely right. Both ears too. It's not even just one ear. It's both ears, high pitch. And I really think that a lot of this energy that's coming at us is here to help us. It's signaling our bodies in a way that we have no idea, and our DNA is shifting and it's changing. We're opening up more now. We're being activated on a heart level, on a soul level. So it's our job to do our inner work, to remember that we are, yes, living on third dimension, in third dimensional reality in this now moment, but that's not who you are. You're more than your body, right? You're more than whatever appears on the physical plane. You are your feelings. You are, your consciousness, and it's all happens, even your perception, behind and hidden from view from anybody. It's behind your eyes. It's behind your words. It's behind even your actions, right? We can read things about people and know them to a certain extent by the things they say, the way that they say it, their body language, and even the actions they take. But we can never truly know somebody. We really can't, because so much of what makes up a person is beyond what is available for physical view. If you're an empath or you're a sensitive, you can surely get to know someone better than most because you can connect to their energy, right? But a lot of people, I bet a lot of you that are empaths feel like no one really knows you. Like they think they do, but do they really? Because they don't know how deeply you feel. Unless you're an empath with another empath, you don't really know how deeply someone feels. But even there, like no two empaths, no two sensitives, no two psychics feel the same, perceive the same, process the same. Each one of us is so darn unique, right? We are each a divine, unique expression of God. We do not feel at the same level or the same way. We don't process the same way. We don't think the same way, right? Our words may come out the same way because we have a certain set of language, words that we use to describe things, but the available language, even I think, is very limiting it as to how we express ourselves, because I don't think that there are words for some of the things that we feel and we experience, right? So the purpose in all of this is to tell you all, it doesn't matter if anybody else gets you or understands you. Do you understand you? Do you get you? Your work isn't in trying to get other people to see you, feel you, get you, experience you, approve of you, accept you. Your work is getting to a place where you love you, you accept you, you understand you, you approve of you, right? And you're at peace with yourself and you love yourself on a deep level in a complete way where there is nothing lacking. And the work to get there is the work of removing the ego, because the ego likes to tell us we're not good enough. Ego's been screaming at you today that my manifestations are unreal. Ah. And that's when you're getting super close to bringing it into physical reality, when the ego's stepping up. But here's a question that really, you can ask yourself and kind of throw back to the ego, Lisa, because you're in Charm Life, so I know your thing and what you're creating and whatnot. One of the things you can really ask of your ego, or as you're writing, when the ego conversation starts up, is, what have I got to lose by putting my focus here and my intention here and bringing this into manifestation? What do I have to lose? What do you have to lose by trying to manifest these things, or by creating these intentions and taking action on these intentions in order to bring it forth? What do you have to lose? Nothing, really. If you sit in one place and do nothing and go for nothing, then what do you have to lose? Nothing. What do you have to gain? Nothing. But when you sit in a place where you're working hard at creating something in your life, right? Your desires to bring forth what you want, what's the worst that can happen? Nothing. Nothing could happen out of it. Is that so bad? At least you tried with no regret. But you put your heart into it, you put your faith into it, you believe that it is possible, you go beyond fear, you go beyond doubt, you go beyond reason and logic even, and it will come into being. That is the way things work. We have to, though, believe. We have to believe that what we're creating is not only possible, but it's probable, because we're taking the steps towards it. I'm not telling you to sit and do nothing. Like, I'm not one of these people that's like, just, ask for a bag of money to fall out of the sky. It doesn't work like that. You actually have to put in effort. But there are things that can drop out of the sky and right into your experience to create that opportunity for you to have your dream realized. It's happened to me so many times I can't count. Countless times when I need something and I don't know how it's going to happen, boom, the opportunity shows up. And that's where faith comes in. I was talking to Valkyrie yesterday, and I think we put up a quote about this. Hope is one thing. Hope is good. It keeps you optimistic. Hope will keep you floating when you feel like you're sinking. Hope is better than giving up. But hope won't carry you through, right? Hope bubbles you to the surface. Faith, trust, knowing, believing, that's what will bring these things into being. But you have to hold the vision of it. You have to hold the knowing of it. And it has to go beyond hope. Ego says you're doubting, but I know that's not true. Let the ego say whatever it wants and then combat it, flip it, right? These are old programs. It's amazing when you start to create something consciously, intentionally, how all these things start to come up. It's brilliant and it's a good thing. And I want you to hear me. Lisa, all of you, I want you to hear me. When the ego throws these things up, it's actually doing so because it's losing control. It's in fight or flight mode. It's in protection mode. That's why it's bringing these things forward to you, right? Oh, we're doing something scary. Ooh, this is the unknown. This is new. Here, let me throw up the old program, the known program, right? Not possible. Why bother? Right? That's what the ego likes to say. But the fact that your ego's throwing in conversation means you're that much closer to a breakthrough. Now it's up to you to flip it and overcome it and feed it something new, something different. So the exact opposite for, you're doubting is I have absolute faith. I know I'm a powerful creator. I know I am. I know the universe right now is conspiring to make all of my dreams come true. I can't wait to see how all the pieces tie together. Some of the most insignificant things that take place, we don't even realize had to do with the universe bringing everything into being. Truly, it could be you were 5 minutes late for an appointment and happened to run into somebody that 2 weeks later is pivotal in bringing forth your very manifestation. Ego is very good at self-sabotage. The ego is, it is your wounded inner child. So we don't want to beat up on the ego, but we don't want to give it a voice to control and rule, right? We just need to soothe the inner child. We just need to acknowledge it, and then continue going forward, just like you do a child who's scared, right? Children get scared, and what do? They hide behind their parents when it's something new, until they see it's not so scary. We have to coax them out from behind us, right? It's the same way with your inner child. In the middle of manifesting something by the end of the month, and my ego's on overtime. Thank you, Pisces moon. I mean, that is a lot of it is the Pisces moon. And remember, you guys, these are just energies. What are you going to do with them? Are you going to let them control you? You're going to let that emotional sort of mass consciousness energy come in and knock you off at the kneecaps and throw you on your butt? Or are you going to feed yourself positive, life-affirming thoughts, words, so that you can continue forward with your action? That is the requirement that we have to work within the universal laws, right? We have to work within universal law. We can't just sit back and do nothing, but we do have tools. If you are not in my Soul Fast, the 30-day ego tame challenge, get in there, go to my website, bernadettegold.com, click on Soul Fast and go join. It's $27. And then you will have the option at checkout to also join the Empath Masterclass for another $20. Soul Fast is normally $147. I knocked the price beyond low for you to be able to get through this stuff. I know this stuff is hard on a lot of you right now. I know it is, which is why I'm doing my part in offering you up things that will help you, because it is. Ego can get crazy, and overtime as an actor in LA, always working on ways to pivot to invite channels of abundance. So one of the things that I always tend to do when I'm on right now, even I know I'm on the shelf, the edge of the cliff, and something big is about to happen. I can feel it, and I've been working on a few projects, and my ego was going off earlier today too, right? And there's that there's that place where it's like, oh, I need to work harder. That's an ego program, subtle one, right? Ego program. Instead of listening to the ego on that one, I go into a joyful place and just, God, who do I need to become right now to allow this to manifest in the most joyful, powerful, easy way, instantaneously? Who do I need to become for this to manifest into physical form in the most hilarious way? Who do I need to become to get this thing that looks so big to me to just be ease, to just be simple, to just be normal, to just be acceptable to me as something that's just another day? And that's what we have to ask. One thing that I think you give all of us is will. Thank you for being here, cheerleader. Aw, you're welcome. It's an easy question because then, your ego can throw up all this stuff. But when you're asking it from that positive standpoint, who do I need to become? Who do I need to become to have this thing that I'm creating just be normal for me? Right? So as an actor, who do I need to become for it to be normal that I have people chasing after me for their parts? Who do I need to become? And it's not that, because the ego may throw up, well, you need to be like, Jennifer Aniston. No, that stuff, that's all ego. I'm talking, who do I need to become? I need to become so confident, so connected, so powerful, so loving, so joyful, so passionate, so excited about every single damn thing that happens in every moment of my life. Because when you're there, you attract all those things to you super easily and super naturally. Become the I am inside yourself. And that's great, Terry, and that's absolutely true. But that right there is a little vague. You can go off on all kinds of tangents in your head. I like specifics. I like actual, I see, and I post a lot of quotes too, you guys, and that are positive and inspiring, but I try and keep them very to the point. And when you're combating the ego, you can't go with a general. You have to go with like something solid. Who do I need to become? I need to become joyful. Ooh, how do I do that right now? What's it going to take? And there's another question. Just keep asking the question. What's it going to take for me to feel joy, the joy of a child, the joy of what I felt like right before Christmas, or the morning I sat in front of the Christmas tree and there's the presents and I'm seconds away from ripping those presents open? Who do I need to become? What do I need to do? Right? It may be that you need to find some crazy Teletubbies song and start doing some Teletubbies song dance from YouTube. I don't know. That stupid baby shark one. Baby shark. Whatever it takes. Like, whatever it takes, right? That's what you need to do to get your vibration high. Love or higher. We want love. We want passion. We want excitement. We want joy. We want unshakable peace and knowing that everything that we desire, have asked for, have worked for, have walked towards is also rushing towards us, and not just coming towards us slowly, rushing towards us. You and your destiny, your dreams, your goals, what you're creating should be running to you to embrace you like an old friend that's been waiting to see you. And that's what you should be envisioning in your meditations, right? That's what you should be envisioning. Not letting your ego go off on it's never going to happen. And oh my God, it's so hard. There's so much competition. And you can be droopy dog all day long. Ain't going to get you shit. You stay in droopy dog energy. Go look around. Plenty of droopy dogs in my life that I've seen, and I bet all of you have a bunch of droopy dogs in your life. So someone asked me last night, oh, I know who it was. We were talking last night, and I was coaching her through a few things. And she, the biggest thing was the fear of the unknown. There's the fear of the unknown. And what if I'm afraid this and I'm afraid that? And it's like, are they even things that are happening right now? No, then don't deal with them. Push them aside, get rid of them. Like if it's not happening right now, but you're reacting in a state of fear, it's not real to begin with, right? Fear, false evidence appearing real, not real. This is your ego, right? Your ego is that weird place of reaction to some imaginary thing that might happen, but probably won't. And we need to get beyond that fear. We need to combat the ego and we need to flip it. All right. But you do that by getting yourself into a completely different place. So if you have been droopy dogging it, smack yourself upside the head. Just, what the hell was I thinking? Now I'm going to do it right. Who do I need to become? Who do I need to become to be successful? Who do I need to become to attract the perfect partner? Who do I need to become to be so connected to the flow of abundance that I have so much to spare and to share that my life is this walking miracle? Who do I need to become? That's the food you have today. So I hope that helps. You guys have any questions? And if your ego is still running after all of that, you need to watch this one over and over again, because I don't know how the ego can survive that. The ego is just a scared child. Come along. Let me show you how it's done, little one. That's how I always do it. And it has gotten me through some life harrowing, crazy, crazy stuff. But I always tell my ego to, not today. Go there. Not today. Right. And as a reminder, for those of you who haven't, followed me, but those of you who have for a long time, as a reminder, what have I taught you guys about ego? What does the Kabbalah teach about ego? And if you take the word Satan from the Bible and you replace it with the word ego, then you know what Jesus struggled with in the desert for 40 days. Wasn't the horned creature, it was the voice in his head. If you weren't an upstanding person and you didn't want to go heal the world, you could have it all over here. You're such a powerful manifester. Just be greedy. Just be a jerk, right? He wasn't battling a horned creature, he's battling his head. So when you guys hear me joke around with things like, get behind me, Satan, yeah, ego. Take a chill pill, back seat, shut up. I'm driving. I'm not going to let my ego drive. This is my life. And I'm not going to let my inner child, who is like 6 years old, take control of a dangerous weapon called the car, right? Like you wouldn't let a 6-year-old drive. Don't let a 6-year-old rule your life. 6-year-old who has never gotten to the understanding of what's possible. Take back control. Nurture your inner child. Take care of the sort of acknowledge, right? The concerns, which are all just BS fears. Quiet it and then go on. Who do I need to become? And go become that. Have a good day, you guys. I will see you later. If you need a personal one-on-one session, I have a bunch of openings right now. And if you have not gotten into Soul Fast, go to my website, bernadettegold.com, click on Soul Fast and jump in. Because I meant to change the price and raise it. I had every intention. And then Spirit said, don't. And I realized the video that I had recorded on there, it says 27. I don't have time to re-record the video. I will do it sometime this week. So right now you have, and your friends have, a few days to get in there at that really, really, really low price. All right. So spread the word. And if you guys are in there, spread the word and let your friends and family know how much it's helped you. Hi, Jill. My ego wanted to control how things are going to happen in the timing. I really had to do the inner work and trust. We can't control the timing. In fact, we don't want to. Things happen quicker in spirit time. Truly, it does when we're connected. when we're in alignment. It happens faster in spirit time. Other things that take time that we think, oh, we have to have it right now, right? Like, and it doesn't happen till the 11th hour. It's not happening till the 11th hour because there's something in it for you. It's still working out for your highest good because it's creating growth in you. Or there's times when we don't get it, and thank God we don't, when we think that we need it, and something better comes along and we get redirected to the like something 10 times better. And that's that place too. If you don't create the thing that you were looking to create, the opportunity passed or whatever, it didn't arrive, then spirit's walking you towards something 10 times better. It's the way it works. Okay. So don't give up. Hang in there and keep going. Who do I need to become? I'll see you guys later.